Hello, lovelies. Welcome. I'm Shalon from Soulful Beauty, and we're going to pull some oracle cards today and see what messages are coming through. The Rose Oracle card deck. Let's see what is coming up. Interesting. So we had these two cards last week, and I'm actually being called to pull another one. Okay. So we had these two cards last week. They're coming in again, which means either we're not getting the message, we missed the memo, we missed the message maybe, or maybe we're just needing some reassurance here. So healing the mother line, healing ancestral work of mother line, and growing up. Okay, when we're healing the mother line, what is coming up is like deep forgiveness. Forgiving our mothers for not being able to mother us because they were not mothered themselves. Okay. Which also means that we have to re-parent, re-mother our own inner child. Okay, so when we're feeling like maybe scared or unsure or uncertain, or when we're being hard on ourselves or whatever, what we really need to do is take a step back and like give ourselves what we were wanting from our mother at that point in time. Okay, and we also have the thorn, which is protection, boundaries, and clear communication. Okay, so when we're able to have clear communication with people, it allows everybody to feel safe in a connection. And I think I've talked about this before, right? When we're able to have clear communication about what we're needing, where our boundaries are, if somebody has crossed a boundary, right? Then we are needing to like speak up and let them know that, that is what has happened. And they can decide if they want to actually like whatever stay in that. What is coming up is like it's a connection. It's a like just like I was gonna say relationship, but like when I say relationships, it doesn't have to be like romantic or anything like that. Like you have a relationship with everybody, and maybe it's the relationship with your mother, who knows, right? Maybe you need to speak up and create clear boundaries with her, or maybe your mom didn't know how to have clear boundaries, and so now you're being called to do the same, or you're like just really focusing on like the because it has to do with the maternal line with your mother. Okay, or maybe you need to have clearer boundaries and with yourself, because you need to re-mother yourself. Okay, that might be something else that is coming up as well. It's a 333 on my timer, so I feel like that is what it is. It's about like being consistent with your own boundaries with yourself, okay, so that you are and like that parenting, that re-mothering that you were requiring. Okay, we also have the rose thread here, and it says inner call, soul led, mystic, and living courageously. Okay, so maybe this is about your routine, really being structured in your routine. I'm going to read them for this one, so that we can see how this is all coming together. So this is the card of the mystic, the one who's in touch with the depths of the inner world and the interweavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They're dedicated to listening to the mysterious voice whispering within, to follow their intuition and living in accordance with that, to living by being guided by the rose thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walking the way of the rose. So having, okay, yeah, having clear boundaries with yourself. Like, because sometimes we don't hold ourselves to our boundaries, right? Sometimes we need to, it says, to being in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. Okay, so like really being structured in your with not getting, that's what's happening right now. I'm getting distracted with not getting distracted. Okay, having like boundaries and staying the course and not getting distracted and swayed from everything else that is going on. Okay, so like actually being focused. Focus came up the other day, but being focused on what it is you're working towards. The rose has been a symbol of the mysteries for thousands of years. The rose thread is the invisible path that the mystic follows. It takes courage to trust it, for the path is different for every single person. This is why it requires courage to trust the inner call. And those who do so find great reward. This card is a sign that you're being called to follow this initiatory path, led by the thread deep within. You may find that you're in a place of great change and are being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. This card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step. It's acknowledging the courage it takes to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. So if you place your hand on your chest, your rose transmission is, even when things feel unclear, especially when they do, I trust that I'm always led from within. Okay, so like really being focused on where it is that you're being led, okay, is going to require you having strong boundaries and not being swayed by everything else that is going on around you. And that is very well maybe some like maternal and childhood healing that needs to be done in order to do so. Okay, like it might be a mindset shift, or it might be like a limiting belief that needs to be cleared, or whatever else. Okay, so if you're like needing help diving into this, like please reach out to me and we can work through this. But I do have my Goddess Glo Sessions on that for the month of February, and this is all about relationships, okay, and building a stronger relationship with yourself as well, right, through calling in more love in your life, or maybe you're wanting to call in love in other ways, okay, but we need to clear out everything that it was taking up space in your body first, because we have energetic ties to past connections, past relationships. It doesn't have to be just romantic. It can be friends, it can be family, it can be all those things, right? But they need to be cleared out so that you can let this new higher frequency of love in, okay? And it might be a romantic relationship, who knows? It really depends on you and what you're focusing on. But I felt like this was really called to for this month, because it is such, like with Valentine's Day, it is this like month of love and divine, and there's so much going on with the Venetian energy right now. It is just like so beautiful. So I also have oracle card guidance. If you're called for that, you can have personal oracle card sessions, as well as Self-Love Queen Academy is coming up in March, okay? And this is my 12-week group coaching program that is going to be focused exactly on love. And we do also clear like past connections, but it's like we do dive into inner child wounding, we dive into the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and we also learn how to have strict, clear boundaries, and focusing on switching and changing your mindset, just all these good things, okay, and giving you the tools and techniques to help guide you along the way as well, okay? And I have like 5 bonuses that come with that. Oh, I also have my Heart Break Handbook this month that is an ebook. So if you're being called to want to do this journey of heart healing on your own from past connections and stuff, the link for that will be in the description below, and you can have access to that immediately if that's something that you're called to. So let me know how everything resonated with you, and other than that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.